Hey guys, today I am doing something a little bit different, something that I haven't really done much of on my channel, since my channel has mainly been a trying to conceive channel and a pregnancy channel, which still will be. We'll still give you guys every update. She's actually out in the living room in her swing with her dad since it is Saturday, so he is spending some time with her while I do this. So I am going to be recreating a Lucy Hale look. I am recreating that just because I think it's really pretty. I don't normally part my hair in the middle, which I kind of wet it down and letting it set to try and trade my part there, but I'll do the hair the second half. So we're starting with makeup, and so we're just going to kind of jump right in. I'm going to start with the eyebrows. Her eyebrows are pretty bold in this, so we are going to start with, I actually just got this. There we go. It is Cabral. What I was using was just an e.l.f. one, and so I tried inexpensive and I liked it for a while, but I love this and it stays on great. So I really just use this spoolie from this. If I'm looking this way or this way, it's because I'm either looking at my phone to look at her or I'm looking at my mirror, because there's no way I can do this in the viewfinder of my camera because I will mess it up. So what I usually like to do, and so I'm going to do kind of like what I normally do with my makeup, but just try to reincorporate and see what she does, just kind of style wise. So I always spool my eyebrows up. One tutorial I watched, she actually rubbed her spoolie in a bar of soap and then got them up so they would stay up. I have not yet decided to invest into a bar of soap. We don't use bar of soap in my home. We use body wash. And it's just one of those things where I just haven't thought about getting it because it's definitely something I want to try. So I love this thing because it clips in and out, and so we're just going to go ahead and jump in. My eyebrows I spooled up, and we are going to, what I usually do is I start at the back end of my eyebrows and I like to elongate them like such. And kind of just fill in from there. I try to do it as naturally as possible. That was a little extreme. Sorry, Emery got a little fussy. And so I'm wearing her. I have a wrap coming my way, but I don't have it yet, so we're just using a hand-me-down baby carrier. See, I'm wide awake. I like to do a natural eyebrow. So we'll see. Once again, I start at the ends and I kind of work my way into the center. And in her picture, she does have a pretty bold eyebrow, but I'm very picky about my eyebrow. And I don't necessarily like to go too bold. And then I kind of only go, if you can probably hear my husband playing video games, because we don't have a very big home. We live in a duplex. Okay, so once I do that portion, I then go and start and work my way back this way. Kind of meet it in the middle. How you doing? You can go to sleep. You probably need a nap. Then I work my way up as such. Seems to be a little thicker over here. Like, I literally am like the least fancy person. Like, I love makeup, but I ain't trying to be extra, so. Like, if you notice, I put no primer on my face because I don't have any right now. So it is what it is. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. I just finished them. Now, I don't want you guys to think that like I'm like this super, I think I'm so good at makeup. I do not. But I am gonna start with my eyeshadow, because on a lot of makeup tutorials they do start with eyeshadow so that when you put foundation on, it kind of wipes away or, you know, covers up any like falling of the powder. So I'm going to start with that. I have a Naked palette. I actually have a couple of these and I love them, but this one's my favorite one. And so we're just going to start with that. She kind of does like this smoky bronzy eye look, which I actually do this. Listen, I usually just wear mascara, but when I do go all out and do eyeshadow, I usually do this. And I look like dead eyes. That's why we cover them up, and baby girl fell asleep. I like to start with just the base, which I use, and you can probably tell I use it a lot. Sidecar, and you can tell I use that a lot, and I just like it a lot. I'm actually not gonna wet this one down because I don't want it too crazy, but I use the bigger end of the brush. I don't have like tons of special brushes. I have a few. Mostly just face brushes. And I kind of just do my whole eyelid. And then I go up to like my brow bone area. And I just fill in all over there. So after I do that, you guys, I really am super simple. I go in with next the Color Hustle right here. And I use the smaller side of my brush. And I usually get quite a bit on there. And tap it. And then I go in and kind of almost start to line my eye with it. And then I bring it up to my crease and go in there. So I kind of have like the outline of the area that I want. And then I just kind of blend. Once again, I'm super simple. I'm going to take the other side of this brush and I'm just going to blend it out. I don't like go crazy. I don't do like 50 million colors. So that's the start of my smoky look. You can tell. I don't know if this lighting is fantastic or not, but it is what it is. And now what I'm going to do is just clean off. I have a little cotton that I clean my brush off with so I don't just spread dark colors all over my face. And I'm going to go in with the color Virgin, and I'm going to do my actual brow bone right under my brow now. I feel like this never shows up as well as I want it to, and that one I probably should wet down, but I also don't want to look like a drag queen, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, so the smoky look is done. That'll all come together in a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on my foundation. What I use, and I had a really hard time finding a foundation that I really loved, and I finally found one that I really love. It's Rimmel Lasting Finish 24-Hour. And it's not necessarily the like actual foundation that I love. What I love the absolute most is the giant like spoolie for my applicator. I know that Tarte also has like larger like sponge parts, and that's the part that I love the most. So what I really need to do first, because the bags in my eyes today are insane. I got this in my Ipsy bag. At one point, I'm no longer subscribed at this moment in time due to us living on one income at the moment. But obviously, we all know that green neutralizes. So I usually do it this, which this is like really actually fast drying. So as soon as I put it on, I kind of have to smear it with my finger. I also like to put it around my nose, bring it down, because for some reason, this around here, even though I'm like not usually wiping my nose, gets really red. But look at the difference already. Once again, going to be doing my foundation. Giant spoolie, it's awesome. And I just kind of come under here and make myself look like a war hero. And then I just There, and now I'm done. This is the look. Bet you never heard that joke before. And then I always do my under eyes last, even though those are the first things I put on in foundation. I don't know why. It just, maybe it's a little OCD. I don't know. I'd already wet down my sponge. I really need to get a new one. This is like one of those inexpensive ones from like the line at Forever 21. And it works okay. It's not the best, but it does what I need it to do. I just feel like it kind of leaves me a little streaky, and maybe that's just because it's dirty. Not sure. But I just blend it out. Once again, you guys, I'm like not a makeup tutorialist. I think I'm okay at my makeup. Like, I don't think I'm like the most amazing. But I will tell you what I do. So, don't want to mess up my eyeshadow. So usually what I do then is, so I started doing this when I was pregnant because my hormones when I was pregnant really made me really oily, and I hate when this also prevents this. I hate when like after like maybe an hour or so, like the makeup starts to crease. Hate it. So what I've been using is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfecte powder, and I honestly just use an old beauty blender to put this on. I don't know why I don't use a brush. I feel like this minimizes the like, I feel like I'm getting makeup of my childhood. No, it's just her. Just her stuff. This will get powder on her, so we'll put that just over her. Just over the top of her head. Her face is still out. Okay, so I just use my beauty blender and dip it in, and then I go right under there and kind of cake it on. I know the open mouth look was not necessary, but I did it anyway. Okay, and so that's what I do to set that. Oh, I didn't do too bad on powder. Got a little bit on my husband's shirt. Improvising motherhood, guys. Improvising. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with yeah, I obviously can't finish sentences. I have to restart them because I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I watched a tutorial where they were going and putting in like a bronzer right under the cheekbone. It's kind of like contouring, but not really. And they said don't use a like sparkly bronzer, but all I have is sparkly bronzer. And I've honestly shopped for a non-sparkly bronzer and thought I bought it once, and it was blush. So it was lighter than I had anticipated. So I do have more of a sparkly one, and so I do what I do, and I do what I can. So it is what it is. So I use face angled. Usually people have numbers of these. I don't, because once again, these are probably like $12 ones off Amazon. Because let's be real, how many of you guys really have all this money for expensive makeup? Not me. You probably don't either if you are just momming and just living a real life. So this is real life with what you got. So I honestly just kind of go up and down right in here and kind of just define my cheekbone. And in the picture of Lucy Hale, that's kind of what she has. I feel like she doesn't have a ton of blush on. And then obviously I try to make it look like not just my cheeks are bronzed out. Now I did make a mistake when I said, like I said, when I bought the bronzer, or when I thought I was buying bronzer, and I actually bought blush, and it's e.l.f., and it actually turned out to be my favorite blush that I have. I really love matte colors, and so this is more of a matte blush. And once again, I have this other one, which I actually get, this is 103. That's what kind of brush this is, and it's dirty, so. Nope, okay, oh, yep, there we go. Got this in Nipsey bag as well. Once again, once I have money, I'm gonna try Ipsy again. Either that, or my sister said she really likes the Sephora one. So in the picture, she kind of has blush more up here and along here. I love to put it on my cheeks only because, like the round part of my cheeks, only because I am so white. I feel like it adds a good amount of color. And I always do and always will, and maybe this is outdated, but do the sun-kissed look where it's in my T-zone. And I do my neck. I seriously have the best baby. She's literally just sleeping on me while I do my makeup tutorial. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Naked palette. I think the top looks really nice still, so I'm gonna go back in with the Hustle color and with the smaller side, and I'm gonna go underneath. And I don't necessarily go all the way to the corner, but... And then what I also like to do is I also like to go back on the top a little bit and make it a little darker right on my lash line, just so it's eyelined out and connected like such. Next, I'm going to mascara it up. Okay, and so I've tried to change mascaras and try different things, and I always come back to the same kind, and it's my absolute favorite, and I recommend it to anyone I know who's looking for mascara, and it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's my favorite. Now, I don't use an eyelash curler only because I do already have fairly long eyelashes that naturally have a great shape to them. I have been very blessed. I am very aware. So what I do is just apply it. I always do 2 layers on the top and 1 layer on the bottom. And I literally try not to make crazy faces. Like, even off camera. I literally, like, if I notice myself going, I'm like, Katie, stop it. You don't, it's not necessary. It's not. I don't know how we got those reflexes, but we did. I feel like all like those girls in the videos are show off how beautiful they are, and I'm like, am I cute? Okay, and so the last thing that I always do, only because I'm a highlight kind of girl, is I highlight, obviously. Thank God for Ipsy. I'm realizing that they done me good and provide me with a lot of things that I love, which is a blending makeup brush that I use. And I just bought, I don't know if Kelsey sent me this. My friend Kelsey, YouTube friend Kelsey, might have sent me this palette. I can't remember. And so I usually go in with this. Has no name because I ain't that fancy. And I obviously highlight because that's what I do. And that side, I try not to get too crazy, but sometimes, let's be real, the unicorn comes out and I just wanna shine. Okay, so I saw this on a tutorial once, and I always do it now because I love it, and I always highlight above the arch of my brow, anywhere where like sunlight would naturally hit or like a glow would naturally come up. And then obviously my nose, do the top of my lip. And ta-da! I mean, what do you guys think? Did I get it close to what she looked like? I mean, I don't have her brows, but I'm gonna have to survive with that because I have my brows, not her brows. Okay, so I'm gonna go do my hair. Her hair isn't like crazy anything, except for it's got a butt crack part, and now I do. So I'm gonna do a little wave in it, and This is the makeup look. I'll actually film myself doing the wave, so let me know. I won't necessarily post it unless you guys want it. I don't want to just upload a ton of... Girl, I got makeup on the top of your head. I'm so sorry. I won't necessarily post it unless it's something you guys want to see, so just let me know if you want to see it. But I will hop back on here and give you guys... Why am I blurry? And I will give you guys the finished look. Did I get it close?